The family of a Whangārei 17-year-old who died when she crashed into a tree following a short pursuit say there are major questions over police actions. Angel Tiana Riley's whānau members have complained to the Independent Police Conduct Authority with concerns about police actions before, during and since the incident. They told investigations journalist Paula Penfold Angel should never have been pursued.
So this is where the actual cop stop was.
It was 3 days before Christmas when Angel Riley approached a routine police checkpoint.
They saw her turn around on that street.
And she drove back the way she came.
And then they started to pursue her.
It turned into an encounter with police that would cost Angel her life. Her brother shows us the route along Whangārei's picturesque but treacherous beach road.
It's really dangerous, and I don't believe that any pursuit should have been taken. I'd even recommend for you to slow down now.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Police would not be interviewed, but staff has heard hours of recorded meetings and phone calls between police and the family, which set out at least part of what police told the family unfolded. The recordings show a sometimes fractious relationship.
He didn't have a crash, and no one had a crash because of him, so whether you just had him or you just added some flavour.
And Angel's father, Adam Riley, wonders if his gang history has coloured police perception.
I was a member of the Hells Angels for a long time. I haven't been in trouble with the police for many years. Yeah, I've got nothing to hide.
Distrustful of the police investigation, Angel's family have pursued their own and believe they know why she tried to avoid an encounter with police.
I think she was scared, and I think she just wanted to get home to us.
Scared because of this. Malakai Reihana was one of Angel's best friends, with her when they were pulled over at a police checkpoint 3 months before the pursuit. He says things got tense with one officer.
His voice and his body language, it was just like he was getting, I don't know, rocked up from nothing.
Reihana says he and Angel were trying to cooperate with police, but when they were told to get out of the car, things escalated further.
He came over storming, like fuming, looking, and like staunched her out and then started bumping her with his chest. Even though he was like towering her like this towards her. So
what do you mean by bumping her with his chest? What was he doing?
Oh, like he had his hands on his fist like this, like the gaps like this. And he was like walking up like this, and it just boom, like solid, like.
Made contact?
Yeah.
The first encounter she had with the police was a very, very unjustified one.
It was the same officer who, 3 months later, pursued Angel's car. He's known only as Officer A.
Her next encounter with the very same officer, she lost her life. So that's the magnitude, and it's a horror story for us, for our family.
In the recordings, police are asked, did Officer A recognise Angel's car when it turned around?
No.
But then concede,
I don't know if he did or not.
Then there are different descriptions of how the pursuit began.
She turned right and accelerated away at speed.
But another time say,
Driving off from there. We don't know what her speed was.
The inconsistencies have fuelled the family's mistrust, as has this. Police told the family that witnesses report Officer A's car was between 3 and 10 seconds behind Angel's car. But a witness who police have not spoken to, although he has talked to the IPCA, has a very different account. He followed the pursuit from the water on a jet ski and told us that Officer A's car was, quote, right up the arse of Angel's car, his hands like this as he describes the proximity. That description and the sight of Angel's crash.
It didn't make sense to us that my sister could navigate those treacherous roads for the past few minutes, and then all of a sudden, when it comes out to the straightest part, the widest part, the easiest road to navigate, she all of a sudden loses control and crashes into a tree.
Along with these marks on the bumper of Angel's car lead her family to wonder if the pursuing officer's car made contact.
That was my mother's car, and that car's never been in any accidents. And those were rub marks. She had been nudged.
Police reject that.
No evidence of that happening at all.
But the family's concerns don't end there. The first 2 times police described the contents of Angel's car, they revealed nothing out of the ordinary.
That includes a phone, there's car keys and other bits and pieces that is her clothing. I think there's a cap and stuff like that.
But 3 months after the crash, police said this.
So in the footwell, the front footwell, we found a bag with 0.5 gram of methamphetamine in it.
Methamphetamine?
Yep. So it's a 0.5 gram of methamphetamine.
The only way that could have ended up in her car was from them. They put it there. That's what I believe.
Which is an incredibly serious allegation to make.
Yes, I understand that. But because I know my daughter, I stand by those allegations that I'm making.
And the toxicology report of my daughter says that, exactly that. She didn't use methamphetamine. It's very interesting that it got introduced to the case that far down the track.
Angel Riley had plans mapped out for her life. She aspired to be a gunner in the army. Plans and a young life cut short way too soon.
A grieving family will want to blame somebody.
Not laying blame, I just want to know the truth.
We want some transparency from the police. We want some accountability. And we want justice. That's what we want.
OK, well, kia ora, Paula. I mean, this is tragic, complex. What will the IPCA be looking at?
It is tragic. As well as all of the family's concerns that you've heard laid out in that track, they will also be looking at whether this pursuit met the requirements under the police fleeing driver policy. You'll recall in 2020 it was relaxed, and then in 2023 it was tightened again because too many fleeing drivers were getting away with it. Police are still required to prioritise their own safety, the public safety and the vehicle occupants. So the IPCA will want to know if they did that.
Incredible. OK, Paula, thank you so much for that. And you can read more details about Angel's case in Paula's full feature story, which is up now on stuff.co.nz.